Hello everyone, this is Professor J. Kim. This is what we're going to do today. Yes, we're going to create 3D text and shadow animation using cast shadow effect in Adobe After Effects. If you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe it and hit the like button. That's going to be a big help for me. Then let's get started. Okay, so first please download the file, the texture file we're going to use, marble.jpg. I made a link in my description, which is this. Can now open the After Effects, new project, and create a new composition. The composition's name doesn't matter. I'm going to leave it as a comp 1, and the size is 1920 pixel by 1080 pixel, and frame rate 29.97, and the duration is going to be 5 seconds, and OK. Now go to File, Import, File, import that marble JPEG, the texture, open it. So we're going to see that in your project panel. So I'm going to drag and drop this marble.jpg to my timeline layer. See? Okay, so once you place it here, you're going to see that the cube shape. So we're going to turn this layer as a 3D layer. So click on it. So you're going to see the X, Y, Z axis. Then select your layer and hit the R key so we can rotate it. I'm going to rotate it just the X rotation, 90-degree angle. Do you get it? So this is the kind of the side view of that marble surface. So we see just a line. Okay, now collapse this layer. I'm going to create a new layer. Hold down the Control key or right click and click on this this area, the gray area, new text. I'm going to type cast shadows. Let me use my selection tool. I'm going to move it to the center like that. And in my text color, I'm going to leave it, I'm going to apply it just white text. Okay, so what happened is, this is the other 3D, but this text is not 3D yet. So I'm going to turn my text layer, cast shadow text layer, to a 3D layer by clicking this. Okay, so now, next step is, we're going to create another new one. Click here, the Control click or right click, new camera. I'm going to leave everything as it is, just to change your lens type, 35 millimeters, and OK. You see the camera layer on very top, and make sure still that your tool is the selection tool, and hold down the Option or the Alt key if you're a PC user, and drag it. See, it's a 3D space and 3D text, like that. It's okay. If you want to move around, choose this tool, pen under cursor tool, and you can move around like that. Okay, somewhere here. And then you see that kind of a little black area because my marble texture is the, I can reposition it. So select your marble.jpg, hit the P key for the position. I'm going to move the X, Y, Z, but I'm not going to touch Y because if I move this, it goes something like that. So don't do that. So I'm going to control just the Y, X and Z axis, Z position. So I'm going to move back a little bit. Okay, that's good. And then the X. A little more. Okay. Just like that. I want to make it a little bit bigger too. Hit the S for scale. Let me make it a little bit bigger, like that. Okay, looks good. Okay, now let's create the light source. So same way, control click or right click on this dark gray area, new, light. The first one I'm going to make the spotlight. The color is white, intensity 100%, cone angle 120, feather 100%, and make sure you check this cast shadows box. And then the darkness, I'm going to keep it the 100 for now. And then darkness, shadow diffusions, maybe just a 10 for now. And see what happens. Okay. Let me zoom out a little bit so we can view the whole thing. See? So this is my light source, spotlight. What I'm going to do is select the spotlight 1, the layer, hit the P key so we can change the position of this light source. I want to change the Y position so I can have a light on very top. See? Just like that. You can just move around. I want to make it even farther. Just like that. I think it's okay. And let me go back to fit. So this is what we have for now. Okay. And then remember that this is a 3D space and we don't have the shadows yet. So select your cast shadow, your text layer, and reveal the submenus. You see the materials option, and cast shadow is off now. So turn on. Now we're gonna see that the shadows. You can still control more by moving the position of the spotlight. So you see that there are a lot of kind of submenus. I'm gonna hit the U key to collapse everything and select the spotlight. Let me hit the P key and I'm gonna control this, the X, Y, and Z things. So see, you see the shadow is changing like that. Okay. So I'm okay with that. Okay. Now, let's make another light. Spotlight is okay, but it's kind of a little too dark. See that? My text color was white, but it's kind of a little darker now. So hold on the control, the right click. We're going to create another light. This time, it's going to be point light. And the intensity, I'm going to have just a 50%. And since the function of this point light is there, we just want to make this screen a little bit brighter. So I don't want to apply this cast shadows. And okay. See? Now I'm gonna control the spot, this point light position. Let me zoom out a little bit to 50% and select the point light layer, hit the P key, and move this around. Y a little bit higher, and the Z a little closer. Okay. Yep, I think it looks okay. Fit. Okay. And then now I want to make the shadows more realistic. So select the your spotlight layer because that's the light source making your shadows. And this time, Command Shift Y. If you're a PC user, Control Shift Y. But since I'm using Mac, Command Shift Y. It's gonna open you the light settings window. Here, I'm not gonna change. I'm gonna leave everything, and then shadow diffusions. I'm gonna make it smoother. So let me apply the 200. See that? If your shadow is kind of too dark, you can make maybe, let me try 90%. It's okay. So now it is more realistic. Okay. And then next thing is, I want to make some kind of little thickness of this text. It's just the flat for now. So let me select my the cast shadow, the text layer, this one. I'm going to make a copy. I'm going to duplicate it, Command D. If you're a PC user, Control D. And then move this copy to under the original the cast shadow text. Okay. And then still this the new copy, the test shadows number 2 is selected. I'm going to change the fill color to darker gray, something like this. Okay. And then reveal the options of this cast shadow number 2 and materials option. Please turn off this cast shadows because this is a shadows. So 2 clicks. No cast shadows. I'm going to hit the U key so I can collapse everything. And the next thing is I'm going to move, you see that kind of spiral things? Keep pressing on this layer and drag it to cast shadow. So we're going to parent it to cast shadow. So meaning this is the cast shadows text layer on top. This is the parent of this one. So what's going to happen is if I move this around, this the cast shadow number 2, 3, 4 will move together. Okay, then I'm going to move this one a little bit. Hit the position key. X, Y, Z. I'm not going to touch the X and Y. I'm going to change the Z, just number 2. It's very subtle. Okay. I'm going to repeat it multiple times. Command D, hit the P key. Now number 4. Command D, hit the P key. Number 6. Command D, hit the P key. Number 8. Command D, hit the P key. Number 10. You see that? It keeps adding, there's some little thickness. I'm going to add some more. Command D, hit the P key. 12. Command D, hit the P key. 14. I'm adding the 2 on each layer. Command D, P. 16. Command D, P, and 18. Let me do just one more. Command D and P, 20. Okay, so it has to have some thickness now. Now, next thing is I want to animate it. Okay, so to do that, select the original text layer, cast shadows. This is the top text layer. I'm going to place my time indicator on 1 second mark. 1 second mark here. Okay, and hit the P key. And insert the keyframe by clicking on this position stopwatch. You see that? And move your time indicator to a 0 second mark. And just to change the Y position, drag it to the right. You see that? It is disappearing like that. Okay. Now let me hit the space bar to view it, to preview it. It's going to take some time to render, but it's going to be quick. Okay, so let me rewind it. See? As the letters rising up, the shadows animating together is cool, isn't it? Okay, but the speed is not I want to apply something. So select the second keyframe, this one. Hold down the control click or right click and keyframe assistant, easy is in. Okay, and let me preview again. You will see the difference. It's gonna be delayed a little bit at the end of animation. So watch. Okay, the rendering is done. So let's see. See, it's a very subtle change, but it is much smoother. So I like this one better. Now, next one is I'm gonna move some kind of a camera movement. So select your camera layer. Okay, and place your time indicator at the end, 5-second mark. Camera, and hit the U key on your keyboard twice. U. See? What I'm gonna do is on 5-second mark, I'm gonna insert the keyframe on the point of interest and the position. You see there are two keyframes here. Let me rewind it. Choose your selection tool. Hold down the option. I'm gonna rotate it, this entire thing. Just about this. As much. Maybe too much. Like that. And let me preview it. Let me hit the space bar. It's gonna take some time. I'm gonna fast forward it. There we go. So watch. See? Isn't it pretty nice? It looks so real. The shadows and then the animation. It's pretty smooth. Okay, so now I'm gonna save it. Save as. Let me save as the cast underscore shadows. And my folder. And I'm gonna export it. Go to File, Export, Add to Render Queue. And output to my destination is gonna be my folder. And let me save it as a cast underscore shadows .mp4. Save it and render. It's done. So let me check my folder now. See? It's pretty nice, isn't it? Very smooth. Rising up, shadows, and rotating. Okay, so watch this. As your letters, 3D letters rising up, and see that? Shadows rendering together. It is so real. And camera is rotating. Okay. So that's it. So I hope that you enjoyed this video tutorial and you can use it for your future video project. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.